Hello, welcome for another episode of Author Spotlight. Hey, it's your host with the most, your main man, Darren M. Palmer. Excited to be with you again, where I go behind the scenes with best-selling authors from across the globe. I got y'all shocked today. I got my girl in the building today, the one and only Dr. Don Paul. Say hello to the people, Dr. Don.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
Oh man, they doing good. They got the good doctor in the house. But I'm just gonna share a little bit about you, Dr. Dunn, if you don't mind, real quick before we move further to the
Okay.
podcast. Dr. Dunn Paul is an award-winning media professional and personality, national speaker, and entrepreneur with regular features on network affiliates such as the CW39, Fox 26, and NBC KPRC. She is the founder and owner of Obsessed with Media, spanning almost a decade in media, marketing, public relations, and communications. We share a little bit more now. Her range of experience includes campaigns in the public sector and Fortune 500 arena, serving as managing editor for print and digital publications, producing radio and television, and conducting workshops and various platforms. So,
Hey.
Don, I just shared a little bit about your bio, but if you don't mind, please fill in the gaps of some of the things that I left out of your bio, if you don't mind.
Honey, you got it. That's pretty much it. But I am a certified life coach, Dr. Don, the Dr. Don. The name, I own the name, it's registered. It's my media name, but I am a certified life coach. And like I say, my prescription is my words. So, hey.
Hey, that's it. That's it. We roll. But you know what? The many hats that you wear, Dr. Dunn. Please let's go a little bit deeper now. Now we're putting on there author as well. So
yes,
I just want to say congratulations.
I haven't made that announcement yet. You put the exclusive out there first.
Hey, it's
I love
exclusive. It's the exclusive, But you partner with us on the footprint of success.
Oh yeah.
You being a mogul like that you are, you've impacted so many lives. And why I bring up the mogul part, because so many people limit what is to be a mogul. You're a mogul of impact, and your body of work is a testament to who you are and the lives that you've been able to touch as well. And so you don't just have to be Warren Buffett or Bill Gates or Jay-Z to be a mogul in certain areas. You're utilizing your skill set to benefit in a plethora of areas. And so I want to just go into the book, The Footprint of Success, if you don't mind.
Okay.
If you don't share a little bit about the title of, your chapter title, and why did you even join this project to be able to share?
Oh, wow. Well, I joined the project. I was honored that you and Stephanie, who is the queen of self-publishing 30 days. Shout out to Stephanie, who asked me to be a part of this book. I'm telling you, because people know me as the Dr. Don certified life coach. She's always on the mic, but I have, for the past 10 years, I've been working in media communications, public relations behind the scenes, pushing publicity campaigns for the Fortune 500 arena, for the public sector. So I know I work behind the scenes with television, radio. I've done that. So it's not just being on the mic, it's behind it. So the chapter is Be a Brand Boss. And when you all asked me, can you contribute a chapter to media? I said, absolutely. I own a company obsessed with media, which is not me being on the camera. It's helping clients polishing their presentations so they can make profits, using media, graphic design, media coaching, all that good stuff. So yeah, I was honored to be a part of it because it helps elevate my business brand as well and my expertise. Because Darren don't just let anybody in the books.
We can't do that, Dr. Dunn. We can't.
And Darren reviewed the chapter and reviewed it again, so it's good. Trust me.
Yeah, it's legit. And I'm glad that you brought that point up. And I wanted to segue into that is because we have other projects going on. But one of the reasons that I wanted Dr. Dunn to bless us on this particular book is because it's with leaders and entrepreneurs and business owners or whatnot, whether it's in the for-profit or non-profit arena and whatnot. And then I just wanted people to be able to get a glimpse of her beyond, not limiting anything, but she is a business owner. She is a solid
Two
entrepreneur.
businesses.
Exactly. Serial entrepreneur and whatnot. So, she can benefit people from that mindset that she has, and she's been in it for a while. You couldn't tell by youthful looks or whatnot, but she's been in it for a little bit. But at the same time, I wanted people to experience that part of Don Paul.
Oh,
because
yes.
they might see her on TV talking about a certain segment, or they might see some of the things that she's doing for the women out there. But I want the fellows and also other corporations or small businesses to see how they could benefit from her services. And so when we talking about with the media piece, because this is something big, Dr. Dunn, and I want you to hit them with this part. You explain to entrepreneurs and business owners, even though they might have a great product or a great service, the importance of media, not to halfway do a flyer, not to halfway do a website, their headshots. Could you explain a little bit about the importance of that for a company to grow?
Well, we are, again, my company, Obsessed with Media, we are obsessed with helping you with your media needs. The thing about it's all about presentation. It's all about presentation. And you have to be polished. We help polish your presentation for opportunities to make profits. And we've done that with clients, and we continue to do it with clients. But the flyer, like this Facebook Live we're doing right now. Now, when I just do a Facebook, if you're just doing a Facebook Live in your kitchen, like for instance, my Think About It Thursday is Dr. Don. I'm not gonna I love StreamYard and it's great. But I'm doing it at 8 a.m. I'm gonna put my baseball cap on and we just gonna get real. But if in something like this, Market Leader Live, we got to look like market leaders. If Darren wants to be a market leader, he has to look like a market leader. It's all about your presentation. Are you polished? And that's what opens doors. You wonder why some of these people, how are they getting opportunities? And they can't even talk, can't even put a sentence together. How'd they get those opportunities? Their presentation was polished. And it's not necessarily, you got to be a 10 and a size 3 and all that superficial stuff, but it's about your presentation. And bigger than that, I love the Lord, so I'm going to say it. Are you presenting your best self before the Lord? Are you presenting, how are you presenting your purpose? Raggedy? God wants you polished, because that's what opens doors. And I'm not talking about just the surface, Darren. I am talking about, for instance, when you're speaking, are you speaking polished? Because Thursday mornings, for Think About It Thursday, I'm going to have on a baseball cap, my other hair. Okay. I'm not going to be dressed up, not full makeup. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, but my presentation is polished. The words I'm speaking are together. I have prepared a message. You see what I'm saying? Everything you do has to be polished. It's not just about the surface. You got to give substance. So when I mean polished, I'm not just talking about the surface. I'm talking about in everything you do. You have to be polished. You have to know what you're talking about, know what you're speaking about. You have to be eloquent. Not necessarily talk like certain people. You may have your own thing going. However you speak, whatever your vibe, swag is, but polish it. Just polish it. So that's really what it is about. Excellence, standard of excellence. And everything.
You know what? When I hear you talking about the spirit of excellence, Dr. Dunn, I mean, you have had a career of showing excellence, and also for your clients as well. And so, just going deeper into what you're talking about, far as a sense of excellence, some people I see. Let me just make sure I line this out right. So
just line it up. Because sometimes you can't line it up. You just got to be real with it.
There you go. Let me just go ahead and go there. I'm seeing some people, even in the publishing industry, when it comes to books, things like that. One of the reasons Dr. Dunn did the book with us as well, and this is just a personal comment, I'm just going to share a little bit. Dr. Dunn ain't going to beat me up too bad, but this is just real. And I think it can help some of the people that are part of this. She joined because she was able to say, Darren, I know that you all aren't going to just do anything.
Yes, yes.
The brand. These years of serving people, she has a rep to uphold. She got a brand. She's not going to just attach her name to anything. And so when you're adding value, and that what we brought up is adding value, not taking away.
That's right.
When you add value to people, you have to make sure that you are aligning for us with a sense of excellence. So
Yes.
excellence connects with excellence.
Yeah.
And so that's that E squared going on for y'all who didn't know. But the key to it is that Dr. Dunn, no matter how cool we are, if I don't have a sense of excellence, then it's going to hinder my opportunity from working with her, because she's going to be like, hey, you know what? I like you as a person. You know, it's great. Or we go to service with each other, whatnot. But as far as business, I can't attach my name or my brand to what you're doing, because you're not operating with a sense of excellence. So when we're the flyers, or when we're bringing up some of the things that you're doing with your media, and you making shortcuts, and everybody and their mama know that you did the image yourself.
Yes.
Everybody know that you did it. You can do a good thing, and it can be a gift if you do it right, but it can be a curse, because regardless of what you think, your presentation is going to precede you. So if I see your stuff that you have, I see some people right now, they got some books out, but it's a hot mess. They are great business owners.
Yes.
Good people. But the quality is so horrible.
Yeah.
But they thought they was gonna save $2 or $3 instead of getting with a Don Paul and getting with obsessed media or whatnot to help them. So could you speak to that? As my grandmother would say, Dr. Don, you want to be big, but little got you. Little thing, little investment, little power of collaboration, little prayer. Could you speak to that, Don, if you don't mind?
It is all, you're going to have to invest. You are going to have to invest in your brand, in your purpose. And God will make the provisions. So this is what I have learned, Darren, and this is what I have learned, and I'm going to tell you. It is better for you to wait. If you cannot afford it right now, it is better for you to wait. Save your money up. Have the money to do it right. Then put it out right now, and it's crappy. It's subpar. It doesn't have excellence. If you cannot afford self-publish in 30 days right now, then say, Darren, you know what? Can we work out a payment plan? If that doesn't work, say, you know what? I'll hit you up in 2021. Because in let's keep planning right now. Keep the dialogue with Darren, with my company, whatever. Because in 2021, you're going to be ready to go. It's better to save your money and invest and put your brand out there with quality than put something out there subpar. And that's with anything you do. I cannot tell you enough. There are some people who I have had to tell. Some of them didn't listen. I had to listen, because in the beginning I was doing everything by myself, didn't have any help. So you're moving so fast. And somebody told me in love, because I said, oh, here's the flyer for the show. This was a few years ago when I first started the Dr. Don. They said, would you mind if our graphic designer did a flyer? And I could have gotten and I know what they were saying. They were saying, oh, this is not in line with our brand. And they said, well, because we have clients, can you kind of, I wasn't offended by that. See, you got to get out of your feelings. And I had to see it from their perspective. But that graphic designer, I happened to hire to do my logo, the Dr. Dawn logo, the Dr. Dawn logo you see, and the graphics she did for me when I was because the presentation the show was very good, but the presentation didn't match.
Wow.
How good the show was. The show was good, but the presentation didn't match the content. And I'm telling you, that was the best thing, when people are honest, in love. They gave me constructive, but they didn't right out say these flyers are just ugly and not cute. But they said, would you mind if our graphic designer did it? I could have said, well, what you mean? I'm not. Get out of your feelings. The best thing that could have ever happened. And after that, and even now when I do speaking or events, in my contract, actually, I tell people, if the flyer is not up to my standards, I will do it myself. I have to approve the flyer before you put it out if it has my name, because some people don't know how to do graphic design. My company does graphic design, but I'm telling you, if people, it's your brand. Even when you do a Facebook Live flyer, make it look good. Don't put it out raggedy any kind of way. But seriously, It's all about the presentation and then opportunity, because when you have a polished look, you'll start to attract a certain audience and start to
Mm.
attract sponsors and people who want to be part of what you're doing. Man, I'm telling you. And people, it was a different listenership started going up. The brand started going up. I started feeling better about my brand too. And I saw the difference with what a professional did as compared to what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also saw you can't do everything. You're going to have to put some things in other people's hands. If you're not equipped to do it, give it to somebody else who knows how to do it. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's what people need to do. We're so busy rushing and trying to do everything we don't see, but people tell us in love, constructive criticism, not destructive.
There you go.
But when they tell it to us in a way that's constructive and it's building us up, it will help you if you listen. But some people are in their feelings. Well, this is what you messing yourself up, boo. You messing yourself up. Messing yourself up. So when people give you constructive criticism, listen, because you don't see what other people see.
Yeah. You know, Dr. Dunn, just to piggyback off what you just shared there, for those who are listening, make sure that you get this. This has been a thing that has allowed for me to be able to scale, and others that I know, those who I mentor under as well. You have to get out of your feelings. It's not about your feelings or whatnot. Your feelings shift. You know, they have mood swings or whatnot. But if you're doing business, if you're responsible, if you're in leadership in any capacity, you cannot live by your feelings. I can't just get up every time I feel like it. Well, you know, I'm only going to work on the company whenever I feel like it. Well, you know, it's raining today. You know, I'm not going to work. And then being able to take constructive criticism.
Yeah.
As Dr. Dunn elaborated to, make sure that you have an understanding of you can't do it all if you're asleep.
Yes.
You know, don't get me wrong. You know, we got a saying in the country, you know, jack of all trade, master none. But you know, I understand what you got. You got to do what you got to do. But when you start looking at business, the thing is nobody asks for a discount at the Mayo Clinic.
That's right.
They're experts. The experts are the ones who are going to get paid. The experts are going to be the ones who get the attention. They're going to get the accolades. That's who people are going to invest their top dollars. Like Dr. Dunn shared earlier, those are the ones, if they got to save or invest or get a better insurance, whatever they got to do, they are going to go and make sure that they connect with the right people when it's time to get something that they care about done. But if you're trying to do everything, you let go of pride, let go of ego.
Yeah.
You know, well, I can just go on Canva myself, and I can say that $200 or $300, you know, that $50 right there. This is your brand you talking about here.
Now, look, I love Canva, but if you don't know how to design, Canva, Canva is great, but you see some people who still mess that up. So I'm just saying. And then let me say this, Darren, we have to look like where we want to be.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not looking like where I am. People would think, I'm telling you, with the presentation, people be thinking, oh, you got 500 people working for you. It's me and Jesus. And the people who God has blessed me with, who helped me along the way, the angels he's put on earth to help me. Darren, I'm telling you, be faithful with few. You know, I love that scripture. We have to be faithful with few. But look, you can get favor with few. If your presentation is right, we got to look like where we want to be. I'm not looking like the Dr. Dunn right now in Houston, sitting here. I present like I'm going to be, you know, like I'm where I want to be. I'm getting checks from CNN and NBC and you see what I'm saying? You got to present, because in everything we do, Darren, it's an audition. It's an audition. Right now, we auditioning and we don't even know it. People are watching you. You got to be prepared. I do media coaching too, Darren. I tell people, even when you do a Facebook Live, this Facebook Live is not engaging. No one is engaged. Before you get on the mic, we do media consulting. Call me before you do a podcast. Darren is presenting his best self. This is an audition, Darren. Like Black Enterprise could be watching. And they're like, who is self-published in 30 days? Because the presentation is so good. They're like, I don't know who Darren Palmer is, but I want to know him. Present your best self.
Mm.
Present, you got to act like where you want to be. Because that's what people are attracted to as well. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So you got to act like you are and perform and present like you are where you want to be. I'm telling you, everything we do is an audition. Somebody right now is watching saying, "Ooh, I'm having a conference. Dr. Don, I need to hire her. I'm having a conference about business. Darren Palmer, okay, he's somebody I want to partner with." Then they're going to go back and look through your timeline. See, that's why you got to watch what you put on your social media, because your social media is your resume. You think they're going to ask you for your resume? They're not going to ask you for your resume. What they're going to do is they're going to say, let me go to Dr. Don's timeline. Let me see what she's really about. The first 3 to 5 posts give people an idea of who you are. If you got ratchetness, cursing out the president, talking about stimulus check nonsense, you ain't got your, all that kind of stuff. Nothing wrong with having fun, but you got to understand people are watching you and you don't know who it is. Save that for your personal space. But when it comes to business, people don't, even though they may be crazy, okay, they may have foolishness going on. We can't be foolish.
Exactly.
So they're going to go to the self-publish in 30 days link and they're going to check you out before they do business with you. How are we presenting ourselves? Right now, we auditioning. Somebody wants a book and they want to publish it. And they're like, let me see what Darren's talking about. I'm telling you, and everything you do is an audition. So you better bring it. Just because I'm at home doesn't mean I'm not going to bring it. No. For my Think About It Thursday, I'm going to be in the baseball cap. But for this Market Leader Live, get some polish to this thing. Look your best self. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Look, Dr. Dunn, just to go along with what you just brought up, I had a deal that we was able to get
good
just this week off of. This is just a testimony to what Dr. Dunn is talking about. We have been working with, before the COVID-19 situation, we had already been utilizing tools such as Zoom. We done moved over and did some stuff with StreamYard, things like that. I got a call earlier this week. Hey, I'm over this college. We need some assistance. We see that what you're doing. We want to know if you could do a presentation to the staff or whatnot, and students, and be able to do a virtual webinar. Okay, I hadn't sent any ads out. I hadn't reached out to any colleges. I hadn't did none of that stuff. And my coaching clients as well, when I work with small business owners, I tell them it's the presentation. It's the comment. It's not a silver bullet. It's the presentation of this flyer, this event. When everybody love a winner.
Yeah.
So you're moving, like Dr. Dunn shared earlier, you are attracting the right people. But see, I know that we're doing this as a mentor shared with me. You say you speak for free, but not for free.
Yeah.
See, because if you understand presentation and everything is an audition, then you understand that you are in front of the right people. It's somebody who's looking. It's somebody, when this is shared, for those who listen, make this a watch party if you don't mind, because we got the good doctor on today. Dr. So when you get this type of information and you connect it with the right people, all of a sudden, without you even knowing it, that aha moment comes and somebody say, you know what, I want to utilize that. Now, why did I get the deal? It's other people who are promoting hard at colleges.
Yeah.
Other people who are sending, they flyer or whatnot, and they media kit and the whole nine. But at the end of the day, people want to go with what you see at the bottom of the screen. They want to go with a market leader or whatnot. And so, I see Ed Gordon say this, Don Paul, man, will call himself a motivational speaker. They had Ed Gordon from BET back in the day.
Yes. Ed Gordon. Yeah.
Ed Gordon was doing the keynote, and the young man thought, he was fresh, was feeling himself. He went and spoke further than they had Ed. Ed got out, but they had paid Ed like 20 grand or something.
Yeah.
For his time that he spoke. But the young man was like, hey, I look forward to sharing the stage with you again. And he kind of felt like he outperformed Ed the whole night. But see, Ed walked away with the bag or whatnot. But Ed gave him some advice. And this is what I want to share for those who are out there.
Yeah.
Ed said, they didn't pay me to speak. They paid me for what I have done. Now I'm gonna let that sit there and marinate on people. Right there. Ed told the young man he had to get rid of that Their pride. He had to get a little bit of that humble pie because he thought because he could jump and move and he could sweat and make the crowd. And at the end of the day, though, Ed walked away with the check. Ed was the one referred for other engagements. He was the one with the clout. People came to see Ed. It wasn't because Ed was doing all these theatrics and tap dancing up there. Ed was able to get compensated, and people were willing to invest because of what he has done, and he has something to say. So, Dr. Dunn, if you don't mind, could you elaborate on that part of the game? Because anybody can jump online and do a Facebook Live and say they're doing business, but share with them the difference of what now.
How much time do we got? Look, and I'm going to tell you like this. There's people doing a lot of talking, but they saying a whole lot of nothing. And yes, I went to college. Yes, I got a college degree, but I'm going to speak a little common. I'm going to speak a little regular right now. I'm not going to I'm just going to speak to you like I'm in the country. Can I do that, Darren?
Go ahead. Let the Lord use.
People are doing a lot of talking, but they saying a whole lot of nothing. It's surface and no substance. Are you giving them substance? See, I'm in my makeup. I got my good hair on today. Got my nice little jewelry. But am I giving you substance or is it just surface? No, boo. Hey, Stephanie said just a little regular. Yeah. But a lot of talking, but a whole lot of nothing. Humility. And let me tell you something. The scripture, as we were talking about this, Darren, that popped in my head. Your gifts will make room for you. Your gifts will make room for you. Ed Gordon, those of us, see, that's why we have to be patient in this process. Our gifts will make room for us. They are making room for us. They're already making room for us. And see, a friend of mine said this quote, and I love this quote, and I can't take credit for it. Sharonda, she said it. She said, gave me this quote. She said, God is preparing. He has prepared you for what he is preparing you for what he has already prepared for you. There are already opportunities God has waiting for us, stacked up, but he is preparing us for what he has already prepared for us. Don't be too quick. See, you trying to beat out Ed Gordon. See, and Darren, you hit it on the head. You said competition. That's why God ain't taking you anywhere. This is not a competition. When you walking in your calling, you know it's not a competition. I don't have to compete with anybody. I don't care how many likes other people get. It doesn't matter. I am walking in my calling. And that's what people need to do. But see, you're not confident in your calling. You too busy looking at what Darren's doing. You too busy jealous because Darren, why is Darren getting this and I'm not getting that? That's the problem, because you asking that question. You trying to compete with Darren, but you don't even understand this is not a competition when you walking in your calling. And when you're confident in who you are, you're not worried about how many likes you get. You're not worried about how many people watching you on Facebook Live. You're not worried, but why is she getting more likes than me? That doesn't even matter, sweetheart. Social media is a great resource and I love it, but it's not my source. My source is God. I don't post for popularity. I post for purpose. If you post for purpose, doors are going to open for you. I have never had anybody at Fox or NBC or the CW say, you know what? You only got 30 likes on that photo. We're not going to have you on our show. There are people who surpass me with likes, with views, but they asked me on the show as a regular contributor. Do you know why? Because I'm speaking in purpose, not for popularity. Stop trying to keep up with everybody else because you're never going to be different. Stop it. Walk in your calling. Stop trying to compete with people. Your gifts will make room for you. That's part of the problem. That's a whole nother show, Darren. It is. And let me tell you, that's why people can't partner together. See, because when you all asked me to be a part of this, and I say that publicly, you all asked me. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something, self-publish in 30 days is a good brand. They don't ask just anybody. But see, over time, Darren and Stephanie have watched people. Truth be told, people are watching you. They watching you. Why wasn't I part of that book, Darren? Because he watched you and he saw it wasn't right. He told you to get that picture up to par. He told you stop just putting anything out there, because he has to watch what his brand is a part of as well. But that's why people sometimes can't partner together, because there's too much jealousy. Mm. See, you can't partner with Darren and be prosperous because you too busy jealous of his purpose. That's part of the problem. Help us, Lord. That's a whole nother show.
I'm about to say we can't get too much of the game right now. We're getting them too much.
I'm telling you.
We're getting them too much. We're gonna have to say that for the next one. We're gonna have to say that.
Oh, come on now.
But you know what? You're bringing that up. That importance of knowing who you are.
Yes.
It's about collaboration or whatnot. And I'm gonna share something else. And this is something that Dr. Dunn, I know that she agrees with this. People aren't willing to collaborate with you. It's the power of partnership if you're not willing to invest in yourself. Right. Hold on now. Let me say that one more time. People aren't willing to collaborate or partner with you if you're not willing to invest in yourself. Everyone who I'm connected to, or I mean, this is on all levels when you look at success. You know, let me just bring the old saying of birds of a feather flock together. So if you see individuals, it's no accident that I'm connected to Dr. Dunn, but Dr. Dunn invests in herself. So let's put this way too. Let's get real right now. Dr. Dunn know what it is to have some lean times in business. So do I. Okay, amen corner. The people who are in our circles, we know what it is. We know what it is to do what we got to do, create different streams of income. Whether we got to work over here, do this, whatever. We know what it is. We know to invest in, you know, whether it's studio time or the right equipment or getting personnel. And then sometimes you're doing your own HR stuff. They don't work with the person because they don't buy into it. People say that they're going to do stuff, don't. But we also know the other feeling of God being our Jehovah Jireh. We know that he's our provider. We done seen him come through in clutch time because we should have faith over few and he made us ruler over many. So it's that respect from one another that you see that, hey, it's not by accident that Dr. Dunn keeps showing up each and every day, each and every year, still performing at a high level, making sure, okay, well, you know what, this ain't right. I need to have me more productive. You still getting it and whatnot for us working out or whatnot. Success leaves clues. It's not by accident. It's the faith walk. I'm not saying you're going to jump out there and just wake up like this. No. It's a process. But that's why it's a respect, because we can feed off each other. Because if I'm investing in myself, Dr. Dunn investing in herself, the other people in our circles, they're investing in ourselves, we're going to have a synergy that's going to allow for all the ships to rise with the tide. And so that's the thing that we got to keep in mind. So I got to ask you out there, if you looking at your circle, are you investing in yourself? We're talking about, you know, $1 or $2 here and there now. You know, we ain't talking about that.
We're talking about thousands.
There you go. And that's the difference maker. And, you know, everybody ain't about that life. So, Dr. Dunn, let's go a little bit deeper in that. Now, I want to be respectful for your time, but please share with the audience.
Go ahead. We quarantined.
There you go. But let's talk about the investment portion of that, because I think some people are looking for silver bullets or whatnot. They think that they can just do one thing, or if I invest, then I don't have to do no work. Or I'm not going to invest because, you know, they're trying to get my money. That scarcity, lack mindset. But could you share the importance of what it really takes ongoing to be successful in investing in yourself?
Let me tell you, when you invest in yourself, I've made some good investments and bad investments. But even the bad investments were learning experiences. I invest with people. You see, you got to watch people first. And I'm not talking about just the social media post. Do some research on people. Put in the Google search their name and lawsuit and see if something pops up. You see what I'm saying? Put in somebody's name and embezzlement or scandal, the word scandal, and see if something pops up. You see what I'm saying? Do your research on people. Go down to the county office and see if there's been any kind of lawsuit. You know, you got to do your research on people. But it's investing. And I don't say, and let me tell you, God told me so clearly. He said, he tells me when to invest, but when not to spend my money on stuff. You see what I'm saying? There's some things we can do for free. There's some times when you don't have to pay for it. And God is like, hold off on that. You can save that money. See, we have to listen to him in everything. I don't do these conferences that are going to help me be rich tomorrow. That's foolishness. God's been doing pretty good without you. And who are you? And there's no track record of you. All you have is a bunch of conferences, but I don't ever see you with clients. I don't ever see you signing deals, doing contracts. It's a bunch of surfaces. See, you got a lot of these people telling you to start 5 businesses right now. They ain't even started one. They don't even have one. They waiting on their stimulus check. but they look good, so you think they doing good. See, I watch people, but I invest. I think wisely. Some things you can do for free. Some things you can do for free. And God is like, don't spend money on that. You good. Don't spend no money on that. There are a lot of things you can do for free, but there is a time when you're going to have to spend money. If you are not good at publishing and editing, go to Darren. Don't do it yourself. If you're not good at graphic design or what have you, come to Obsessed with Media. If you've never done a podcast, come to me. I'll help you do media coaching. You're going to have to invest. You're going to have to invest. And unfortunately, some people don't. And they keep doing the same thing, Darren. They keep doing the same thing. But let me tell you also about, it's not just about investing in ourselves. It's about investing in others. Self-publish in 30 days is blessed and will continue to be blessed because they invest in others. They are investing in me. They have invested in me. They have invested in so many people. So it's not about just investing in you. Are you investing in someone else? Yes, we all want to be paid speakers, but can you do this in kind? You see what I'm saying? Can you look out for Darren, because he might look out for you when it comes to publishing a book, and he won't make you pay for the collaboration. You see what I'm saying? Or he's got you on the graphics, or he's got you with whatever. It's just, yeah. And see, let me say this. I'm a writer and editor too. And you know this, we went back and forth with the book, nothing negative, I'm just saying. But I wasn't in my feelings when your editor came back with something I had edited. I said, okay, I see you see what I'm saying? We're not competing. This is a collaboration. We all gonna win in this thing. So you have to invest, but also invest in others as well. Not just in yourself, but invest in other people, pay it forward. Who can you offer your services to in kind? Who can you help at no cost? I know we all want to make money, but there's going to come a time when you're going to be able to invest in someone else, and mentorship. You mentioned that several times. It's not just about investing in us, but investing in others. So I think that's important.
Yeah. Dr. Dunn brought up a good point too. Even when it comes to investing in others, pouring into other people. And then also just keep this in mind for those who are sowing. If someone is showing love to you, let's put it this way. If someone is investing in you, like if someone is investing in Obsessed Media, Dr. Dunn is going to over deliver no matter what they invest in her.
Yeah.
She's going to over deliver.
Yeah.
She's not going to just barely give them enough. Well, this is all that you invest. I'm just going to barely give you a little bit less than that because I'm thinking with a lack mindset. Mm-hmm. And so that's something else that I want you all to realize too as well. If someone is investing with you, now let me put a disclaimer out there. I don't mean somebody beating you or think they can call you at 3 a.m. or run you on the weekend and you got to show up to their grandmama bingo hall and all that. I'm not talking about all that because somebody think you need to give them your right arm because they gave you $2. I'm not talking about that. But when you over deliver, you'll find that people have no problem investing in you. Also when people see that you are willing to invest in others, everything doesn't have to be where you're getting compensated for. I can't tell you how much stuff. Now, this is not break that we just do because we like the vibration of the person.
Yeah.
Do stuff that, you might have, even if someone invested with us into something, we find other ways just to be a blessing because that's just who we are. It's not that, okay, well, I did this, so I'm looking for you to show up in a week or two and do this for me or whatnot, because the people actually, and people know if you care about them or not. So let me write that up. People know if you really care and you are genuine.
Oh, yes.
You're going to feel it and know that, and Dr. Dunn, before we get out of here I want you just to share about that because you have a brand, all the other businesses and the things that that you operate, that you own, but something that goes along with you that is known, it might be unsaid, is genuine. That's why people love you. They're real talk is genuine. And so could you speak to that of being unapologetic unapologetically you, and why you stay genuine and people love that about your brand? So could you share with people the power of being genuine and being who you are?
There is such power in it. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put on my life coach hat side for a minute. When I first became a life coach, I was afraid to take off the mask and share my struggles and challenges with people. And it was because I was trying to, I thought if I shared that I had failed, or really we're not failing. Failure just directs us to our destiny. But when I had disappointments, I was afraid if I shared that stuff about it myself, then people would think of me as less than a coach. Like, how is she going to help me? And she had challenges. But God told me, you need to start being more transparent. That wisdom and discernment in what you're transparent about. Okay. But one of my family members told me, I said, oh, people don't understand the struggles I have sometimes and how difficult it is. And they said, that's your fault. Because all you do is put that pretty stuff up. All you do is talk those pretty messages. And I said, So a couple years ago, year and a half ago, whenever it was, I started being more transparent about my difficulties, struggles, challenges, things that God has helped me overcome. And the word that people say about me, and one of the biggest compliments I can ever get, you're authentic. Thank you for being authentic. Thank you for being real. That's one of and that connects people to you. When you act like you got it all together, is anybody really blessed from that? But my coaching business started to be blessed when I took off the mask and I became comfortable and confident in the calling. And God was like, I'll protect you. You ain't got to worry. If you share that, ain't nothing wrong with that. So what? That's your past. It doesn't matter. I took off the mask. I'm comfortable who I am in Christ and in the calling, that I don't care about what other people think. I could care less. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be authentic. This is my authentic. And if you're on board with it, you are. If you're not, you're not, because I'm not going to be for everybody. We got to stop trying to people please and trying to straddle the fence. You're going to have to shake things up sometime. You're not going to always say something that's going to make everybody happy. Your calling, you're not always going to make people comfortable. I talked about that this morning. You're going to have to be comfortable with people being uncomfortable with you as you walk in your calling. So I'm comfortable with who I am. God is good. I feel like I'm free, Darren. There is freedom. It is freedom when you are just walking in your calling, when I am who I am, and the right people will be drawn to you. See, when you're putting up a facade and being fake, you're not bringing the real ones. I'm bringing real people. I'm bringing purposeful people are connected to me, are attracted to this purpose because I have taken off the mask. You got to stop being somebody else and you got to be you, because that's how you attract the right people too, is when you are yourself. I don't worry about going to these events, trying to be with the who's who. And who is the who's who? According to who? You know what I mean? Who is the who who had decided who's the who's who? You know what I mean? Stop comparing yourself to all this stuff. Be who you are. Be confident with not being invited to the table. Like Tyler Perry said, build your own table. And then let's eat at each other's table. You see what I'm saying? Darren can come to my table and then I'll give him a Ziploc bag and some Tupperware and he can take some to go. You see what I'm saying? Same, vice versa. So build your own table, but then let's eat at each other's table. You got to be your authentic self, man. You got to be real. People can tell the real from the fake.
That's it. And you know what, Dr. Dunn, you know why I got you on, why you got your live coaching hat on right now. I want to dive into this because I got my girl Kim coming on.
Hey, Kim, lots of motivation. What is it? Motivation, lots of motivation.
Yeah, right? Lots of motivation in the business. But I want to just share this for those who listen, for business owners, because you see it on all sides, Dr. Dunn. And this is something that I see that can hurt some people in business. But let's go to this.
Okay.
You have to learn, and this is for men and women. You have to learn to be able to be effective at business. You're gonna have to let go of trying to sleep with everybody.
Oh, what?
You can't. It's gonna mess up your money if no matter how attractive somebody is, no matter to be able to operate with the opposite sex or same sex, whatever that thing is for you, whatever that thing is. I don't know, but at the same time, but regardless of what it is, you have to realize to be able to just actually have a genuine, while we talking about being real, being authentic, you got to be able to just be real where people are able to be in your space and be comfortable and not worry about being hit on. And now this is not just a fellas thing now, this ain't because I feel in my spirit. Some of the ladies, well, I know what you're talking about. No, it go both ways, And so you gotta I want to speak to that too, Dr. Dunn, because I know some of the greatest relationships that I have has been true friendships or truly professional, but I've also seen it where it messes up somebody's money because they didn't realize that so-and-so was connected to so-and-so. But I've received on the other end, I'm just using this as an example. I've seen persons where I've been able to get referrals because I did a great job for somebody. But I'm just thinking if I had the wrong mindset or something would have happened with a person, then me and them into it. It's not going to be a referral, now my wife included in it. Now this is going on. Now, it's all that, girl. Well, and so let's just speak to that with the life coach and business on the tip of the power of, basically staying out of bed with everybody that you're doing business with.
And I'm going to say this and hope it's not vulgar. I'm going to keep it real. I don't ever want to have to lay on my back for my blessing. You see what I'm saying? And if I get on my knees, it's going to be because I'm in prayer, if you know what I mean. You understand? Look, it's not worth it. Sex, some people do that, but it's going to bite you in the butt and they can hold it over your head. No. We not now. Look, if you do business together and a relationship develops, fine, but all that I'm gonna sleep to get this contract and all that kind of stuff, baby, please. Nope. I'll never have to lay on my back or get on my knees for opportunities. God brought me this far. He's gonna keep bringing me, Darren. And even look, I'm gonna tell you, as a man too. Mm-hmm. Let's say there's a lady, and Darren, I know you're an attractive man. Stephanie brags about you all the time. Some women, I'm sure, have creeped up in your DM. You have to be careful about that. But see, also, we have to protect ourselves and use wisdom, Darren. Mm-hmm. See, you're a married man. And I can say this, I'm a single sister. Mm-hmm. But Kim says you better speak. But let me tell you, Darren and we have never been inappropriate. Had inappropriate conversations. I don't DM him. Hey boo, hey babe. I don't have that. I don't call married men. Hey baby, hey boo. People have that casual kind of. I don't do that. Darren doesn't DM me talking about good morning, beautiful. See, some of that stuff you flirting with and you only opening the door to nonsense. You got to cut that off. My name is Dawn. What is it? What's up? Are you a married man and you hitting me up for some coaching sessions? Okay, why we got to meet at a romantic restaurant to have coaching? What is this about? You see what I'm saying? I don't do coaching sessions with wine. What you really trying to do? Let's be honest. But see, Darren, we got to stop acting stupid too. Oh, well, I didn't know he was married. No, boo, you can find out whatever you want to about people. The spirit will tell you. Spirit will tell you. Let's not act stupid here.
Wow, Dr. Dunn. Wow,
yeah.
You know how they go.
Darren, I'd like to talk to you about publishing. Darren, can I talk to you about publishing my book? Okay. But they want to meet at 8:00 at night. Can you come by my apartment? And no, but I'm married. I got kids. What do you really want? Are we talking about publishing or something else? Mm-hmm. So we can, and Stephanie too, we can't dip and dab. She knows when a man really wants their book published or when they just want to talk to her. Come on, y'all. we too smart for that. We too smart to fall for that. We know better.
That's good, Dr. Dunn. Those are nothing but gems. And I wanted to bring that because far as the background for relationships, consulting or whatnot as well, and plus being a business owner. So I just wanted to speak to those entrepreneurs and those when we talk about market leader content. That's some stuff that can hinder you, and so I just wanted to put that out there. You know, I'm not saying that everybody perfect. I'm just saying that. But if you're not careful, that can destroy you. No matter what sex it is, it destroy you.
You have to be mindful. You got to protect. I heard Victoria Osteen. She said this. She said, you got to protect your anointing. I ain't got time to be playing. What I look like? What do I look like, y'all, doing that? Come on, y'all. We got to protect the calling and the anointing with the decisions you make. You know, we know better. We know better.
If you know better, you got to do better.
Right. And if you don't, you'll have to deal. The consequences are going to be higher because you know better and you still doing it. Come on. And don't think I don't get tempted. Don't think we all don't have temptations and things like that. But it's not, you know, I don't believe in having a man fund my dream and I got to sleep with him to fund my dream and he'll take care of me. No, boo, I'm good. No,
that's right. That's right. You got to stay focused, and so that's what we're bringing up right now. Is stay focused. You're doing a great job, but it can be done. You know, so for those out there too, because I want to speak to this too before we leave this subject matter.
Well, let me backtrack. There's nothing wrong with your man funding your dream and supporting you. There's nothing wrong with that. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Laying on your back, sex for success, all that I don't need him to fund my dream. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, husbands, you should support your wives. Men, you should support your women. Yeah, help fund your boo's dream. But y'all, I just had to clear that up. Yeah.
you talking about? You ain't talking about the sugar daddy ministry, are you?
And look, Darren, there were times it was tough, and I was like, "Ooh, I wonder what that cat daddy's doing." I met at Luby's. I should have got that number, but I'm good.
Yeah, you know that fish platter with the extra macaroni and cheese. And
I want to have to apple every night and all that kind of stuff.
Type 2 diabetes, you know what I'm saying? Type 2 diabetes, so you got to have unsweet tea. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you have that lined out. But we just want y'all just to stay aware. Make sure that you do the right thing or whatnot. Like I'm not saying nobody is perfect out there, but just
none of us are perfect.
Moving forward, just keep that in mind. Don't allow for yourself to be hindered because you're missing opportunities. And when you look at it, we talk about Facebook ads, we can talk about branding, and we can talk about medias and kits and editing and all that. But if you don't get that, then you're hindering yourself because now you're not going to be able to do business with people. Now they're not going to feel comfortable telling their friends about you or others. So they know, like, okay, I can trust this person. They are professional. They are about business. People are attractive. Just put that out there. There's no elephant in the room. They are attractive people out there, but that doesn't mean because you are tempted or just cause somebody attracted that you got to go the wrong way. And I don't think that's being taught in business. Some people just make that a part of business. Like, oh, well, you know, when nobody don't know, it won't hurt. No, you can't do that. You got to make sure that you stay on the right track or whatnot, because let's just put just dollars. I know it's bigger than that. We don't explore all that other stuff. But if you are just a business person, period, and you're just looking at the bottom line,
right?
This will increase your bottom line at least by 30 to 50%. If you can do what we just shared with you. So we'll get to it. But if you just do that right there, what we just brought up, you're going to be able to scale your business and be profitable.
You will.
That's it. But we done took enough time with the good doctor today. I just want to tell you, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I'm blessed.
But please.
It was a blessing for me.
Yes, ma'am. But please share with the people all your contact information, any website, social media handles. Whatever you have, please share it at this time. I'm going to have it in the show notes when we re-air this, but please, if you could, for those who are live, so they can get in contact with you and benefit from your services.
Look, you follow me at Dawn Paul. You'll see everything. The Dr. Dawn, obsessed with media. The Dr. Dawn on all platforms is THEDRDAWN. That's my life coach side. And then obsessedwithmedia.com. Visit the website, see all of our services, our quality services. And for both businesses, let me say this, Darren, I give a 15-minute no obligation consultation. And that is not only so I can assess your needs, but you can ask me any questions as well. and it's not a sales pitch. The 15-minute no obligation consult, I need to see what you need. And also it gives me a sense of who you are, because I don't ask just little questions. I'm asking questions because if I see you're a little, some people aren't worth the money. Let me say that. And if I see you a little difficult, I'm like, oh, okay. And I'll just have to send you that kind note. Oh, right now we're not taking clients, but in the future, because all money ain't good money. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it ain't going to be worth the headache. So, so I do a 15-minute no obligation consult. So not only you can ask me questions, but so I can have a sense of who you are as well. Because that's another story I've had.
That's it. That's what we're going to have to, I got a conference coming on. I got to have Dr. Dunn be a part of it too or whatnot, because I mean, it ain't nothing but fire every
Darren, let me tell you, and I'm going to tell you a quick story. And see, let me tell you, when I do a consult, you want a coaching session with me, and when I'm coaching, I'm not the Dr. Dawn. That's media. Yeah. I tell people when I'm going to coach you, I'm Dawn Paul, your life coach. So that TV stuff ain't got nothing to do with what we're doing here. That builds the brand. That's marketing. This right here is the mission to help you progress in your goals. But what I will find, Darren, is during the consultation, you say you want coaching, but then you start talking to me about being on Fox. And I really want to be on your radio show. And I would really like to be on NBC and the CW. So you want to be coached, or you want to be a celebrity? So now I'm going to take you to the obsessed with media side. So now you don't really want coaching, because I don't put my coaching clients on my media platforms. You see what I'm saying? You don't mix that. So now let's talk about the media business, which is what you want, what you need. So I'm going to switch hats. Now we're talking about a media consult. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I do my consultations, because I got to see what I'm dealing with. Do you really want to be coached, or do you want to be a celebrity? Now you want to be on the show. Now so really we gonna have to talk. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that. And then with the media side too. See, I don't put my prices on the website. You don't put your prices on the website. Because and that's just my personal preference. Some people do, and they're like, if you hire me, you do. If you don't, you don't. I personally don't. But when people hit me up, what are your prices? Who are you? Because see, you got a lot of these people who are coaches, and they want to see what you're doing. Or they're a publishing company and they want to copy and see what you're doing in your template but see, I kind of make you go through a process before we start coaching, before you are my media client, because I got to see you're legit. And if you share my prices with other people, so what? If you've been a client, I'm fine with that. But when these people reach out to you blind, what are your prices? Who are you? And what is this about? No. I again, you have to be mindful. And then the prices change, Darren. The prices can change. So that's another reason. But yeah. The
Dr. Dunn, like you talked about, authentic, just
be real. Real. Like I like when people be real and be like, look, I would love to be on. How you be on Isaiah Carey like that? I'm like, look, clients get privileges. You hire me, fine, but I don't give out that information. Media people don't give out their contacts like that, because we've earned them. We work for them. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't just give out your client, your information to your producer friends. Come on, Darren.
I'm gonna tell you something too. Nothing wrong with it, but we friends, and this is I'm just using it as an example with me and Dr. Dunn.
Yeah.
I never asked Dr. Dunn, could you help me get on Fox? Like she owed me because we friends. See, real friends don't do that. That's what I'm saying too. You're not even supposed to put your friends in that, because we all got our own thing going on. Now, if something crossed later on, or if we doing some business with her and we are part of Obsessed Media and we're looking at that, then that's the time. So I just want people can tell it. We go back to it again, if you're genuine or not.
Well, Darren, if they were to say, do you know a good publisher, or do you know somebody who can speak to authors? Okay, Darren, do you see what I'm saying? It comes back. But so far, they've asked me, hey, relationships, can you come on and talk about mental health or whatever? But yeah, when the opportunity presents itself, absolutely, you're supposed to hook your friends up. But there's a fine line. Like, I would never ask you to publish a book for me for free.
There you go.
Or I would never ask you. This is another thing, Darren, because I know how your business in this Market Leader Live works. I would never say, Darren, I want one of my clients featured on your show. No, because guess what? He puts his clients on. He puts his authors on. You got to understand and get out of your feelings. Well, why can't I be on Darren's show? Baby, this is marketing. Market Leader Live. Do you see what the bottom of it says? He's marketing.
But for the record, your clients are welcome on my show. So I'm just going to.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to.
Okay. All right. I got more than just my people, but your people are always welcome. Because I'm not going to put you with no janky people. Paul, they are welcome. They got a pass, baby. They can come on to this show anytime.
You know, I ain't going to set you up with no foolishness.
Oh, yeah. I already know that or what now. But Dr. Dunn, we thank you again, baby
thank
girl.
You. God bless you.
Queen. We thank God for you for this episode. Y'all, you can't beat this right here. You with Darren M. Palmer. Got my girl, Dawn, the queen.
Darren and Dawn, D&D.
D&D, baby. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. It's dynamite. But until next time, remember that this is the year for your new book. If you won't change, be the change. Be great and be blessed.
Yes. Bye, everybody.